I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can I get approval of the agenda, please?
So moved.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great, motion carries. First, we have public participation. Do we have anyone this evening? Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. Yes, I jumped right ahead to public participation, but we welcome you from High School Student Council, so thank you. Go ahead.
Is it on? Okay. Hi, my name's Taylor. I'm Executive Board Vice President for Student Council for the high school.
And I'm Katie Antoshevitz, and I'm Executive Board President. So we have a new advisor this year, Ms. Rusu. That's her. And we've been working really hard with her for planning homecoming. This year it's October 25th and 26th, and our theme is Disney villains. Freshmen have Maleficent, sophomores have Queen of Hearts, juniors have Ursula, and seniors have Captain Hook.
So a couple other things that have to do with homecoming that have started has been this week we had float for the first building days. I believe most grades started today. I know the seniors, for example, we have Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'm pretty sure most started today. And we've also been collecting parade permits, so just businesses around the island and different groups, organizations were taking their permits so that they can apply to be in the parade. And then we also have homecoming court applications which have gone out, and we're currently in the process of voting and getting all of our court. That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Okay, and then seeing no public participation, we will move on to information and discussion. The first thing that we have is a bond update, and I'm going to ask Colin to join us at the podium.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Colin. I'm with Plant Moran Real Point. Been owner's representative for Grosse Ile Township Schools for the duration of this bond program so far. Tonight I'm giving an update on the budget for the entire bond program as we stand. On the screen you can see the bond program. Do we need to zoom in at all on it?
They have it in front
Okay.
of them, so.
Just want to make sure. So in the, I'll go.
Zoom in a little bit for everybody in the audience too.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Good thing.
So I'll get started. So we have a two proposal bond. So this sheet is broken up into proposal 1 and proposal 2. They're on the two separate sheets, so we can flip back and forth as I talk through them. Starting with proposal 1, you can see the first column is the project. So that is the budget line items, the description of what's held in each of those. In the second column, you have the pre-qualification app budget. So that's this application that we submitted to the state that pre-qualified the bond. And we have the current budget right now, so it shows changes that we've made to the budget based on how projects have come in through bid time. And then you see the delta or the over-under. And then there are some notes in the column all the way to the right, just describing some extra information for each of the programs. So we also have it broken up. This top category is the soft costs. So that is architecture fees, design fees, plan review, professional fees, contingencies, abatement, buses, technology, playground furniture, a lot of anything that's not hard construction. And then below that, you can see each school is broken up into subcategories. So we have Park Lane, we have Meridian, middle school, high school, administration building, transportation building, and then district-wide. Then I have a total at the bottom. And then just to highlight a couple things, we have talked previously about Park Lane being slightly over budget. And I just wanted to give a snapshot of how we have adjusted budgets to cover that overage without impacting the rest of the bond program. So we've previously talked, we've used owner's contingency, earned interest, talking about paying for some roofing through the sinking fund. We had a meeting with DTE that determined that we didn't need a transformer upgrade at Park Lane. We were able to capture some of those savings and put them back into the project. And then escalation costs associated with Park Lane, as we were supposed to do, or originally we'd planned to do all the renovations at Park Lane over each in series 1, 2, and 3. We shuffled the deck a little bit. We were able to do the renovation and the building addition all in one go, so you have essentially almost a new school opening. I think it's going to be better for the school as a whole. And then we have some VE items. As we work through the GMPs and the construction process, we've identified some savings that we're working to capture with DeMaria right now. So you can see up in the soft costs there is, like, with the plan reviews and permits, owner contingency, escalation contingency, those budgets are adjusted to reflect the savings that, or the budget moves that we've made from the other budget line items that were discussed below, to show that we are impacting a couple of things with the middle school and the high school in some scope areas, but we are not eliminating any scope from those future programs or those future projects. We are going through those as we start to plan the middle school, high school. We are doing building walks. We are looking at bathrooms, and instead of a full remodel, take out every fixture in the bathroom, we can look at it and say these bathrooms are still in great shape. We can replace, we can do minor facelift upgrades, still have a brand new looking bathroom, and not spend all of the money that was allocated originally in that PQAP budget. So just want to show that. And then on the proposal 2, very similar thing. We had talked about the high school football field being slightly over budget as well. To not bore everyone with details, it's showing the same thing where we talked about the owner's contingency, the earned interest, the capitalized interest. I've deducted those from the budgets above in the soft costs to show how we are covering those without impacting the future programs from proposal 2. Any questions? I know that's a lot of information pretty quickly, but just want to open up to any questions. All right.
I mean, I just really like the way it's laid out and how it gives us the full picture, and we can sort of see where we've had some puts and takes and what, it looks like all added up. So
All right.
You guys done a remarkable job just trying to balance it all out, and how we came up with a little bit higher numbers than we expected at some places, but you found a way to kind of make it work and get everything we need.
Yeah, we try to be conservative
Yeah.
and make sure we can finish all the projects that we've talked about. So
We appreciate that.
we're on track so far.
All right, thank you so much, Colin. I appreciate it. All right. We also are going to get a bond construction update from Mike, so I'll ask Mike to come to the podium.
Good evening, everyone. So now you get to have the exciting part of the bond, not just talk about numbers. So we actually get to see some pictures. And what I did with this is try to kind of put things in chronological order and most of the photos here were taken in the last week and a half or so. So I'll kind of go through them and you'll be able to see the progression of each project. So, okay, here we go. So this is one of the pictures. The first one here is when they started the addition. So they're starting the slab work and the foundation work for the addition, and you can also see that the iron's been erected for when they start working on the walls. And then you can see the beginnings of the foundation where they lay the cinder block, and then after that they put a waterproofing on those. Next you can see they have the re-rod and stuff for the cement pour. And as you can see here, they started pouring a couple days ago. And there's kind of a bigger picture. So right now, the addition, about half the cement is poured. And when I was there today, they were actually out there, they were working in the rain today, but they were doing the saw cuts on the cement work that's been done so far. And then moving on to the stadium, a lot of the work that's been done the last week or so, week and a half, has been with the drainage and with the bleachers. That's been the big focus right now. Because you can see a lot of product has been brought in for backfilling once they do the drainage. Here you kind of see where the bleacher components on the left are being delivered to the field and being unloaded from the flatbed truck. And then you see the first beginning stages of when they're erecting the steel for the bleachers. And then you kind of see the progress here, and this is just the end of last week. So they put all the steel up first, and then you can see they're starting to put some of the decking on and completing the steel here. And these are these yellow things, in case everybody's been wondering when they drive by the high school what they are. These are actually components for the underwater detention system for the field itself. So, and I will tell you today, Colin and I were there about 3 p.m. and then I drove by again at 5 o'clock, and the decking for the bleachers is almost completely done. So, yeah, I took a picture too. I actually sent it to Audrey, so you can actually see it looks like completed set of bleachers here. It's all uniform and all the decking's filled in. So, and if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If I don't know them, I can, we can check with Colin and see if there's anything in case it's something I don't know. But so that's kind of the progression the last week or so. It's been great. The weather's obviously, even with today, it didn't slow things down much at all. They're still out there working, and it's been, God willing, the next couple of weeks it still cooperates, and we'll get on track. So.
Like, they're not working on weekends, are they?
They actually talked about, Colin and I talked to him today, and they're talking about starting Saturdays this week. So, yeah.
But we're on schedule then, as far as, that's the question everybody's asking.
We'll have a better idea, I'd say, in the next week.
I talked to Mike
Yeah.
today.
I mean, he feels confident, so just, weather permitting.
I got it. I'm not
Yeah.
holding you to it. But that's the question everybody's asking, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
I'm sure,
Everybody
yeah,
drives
yeah.
by and said, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully they can see the progression when they drive by now.
Right,
See all the work
right.
that's been done in the last week or so.
Little update. I mean, I talked with Mike with Foresight today. He said, barring weather, everything is on track to meet the 25th date. So.
Okay. All right. That's what we want to hear.
And I think it's important to note again that some of our timeline was delayed not by things that it was beyond our control. Again, it was the permits.
Permitting
And
issues,
how
yeah.
many weeks did that put us behind, waiting for permits from Wayne County? We lost at least 2, right? 2, 3?
Should have had the permit in the beginning of June, and we got it September 4th.
So anybody that knows construction realizes that everything is dependent on,
Yes,
and
it
so
is.
that's where some of the issues came up with the delays.
Right.
There's nothing we could have done about it. We tried.
And just to say that, because I know you weren't on the mic, but we just heard that we were supposed to have those permits beginning of June. We didn't get them till September, so.
No.
Okay. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Great.
Hey, thank you.
All right, we will move on to consent grouping. Can I get a motion, please?
I move that the Grosse Ile Township Schools Board of Education approve the consent grouping items as presented. Support. And this is for the payment of the bills for the period of August 1 through 31, 2024, in the amount of $2,967,748.44, and the minutes from the August regular meeting, August closed session, and September work session.
Great. Any further discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, we have 2 action items on the agenda. The first one is the bus purchase. Can I get a motion, please?
Move that the Grosse Ile Township Schools Board of Education approve the proposal for the purchase of 2 new school buses as presented.
Support.
These buses are coming through the MSBO, that's Michigan School Business Officials Bus Purchase Program, for the total of $293,196. This is be paid by bond funds.
And we did see this at the work session as well.
Right, we discussed this already, took a look at it, yes.
Okay, any further discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next we have the personnel update. Can I get a motion, please?
Oh, sorry, go ahead, John.
I move that the Grosse Ile Township Schools Board of Education approves the personal update as presented.
Support.
It is the hire as Todd Dishon as the interim dean of students at the middle school, and Sharice Hoffman resigning as a media parapro at the high school.
Any discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Right.
And we, yes, please come up.
Hey, good evening. I am pleased to introduce Todd Dishon, who you had just approved. Thank you so much. And he comes to us with upwards of 20 years in education, and specifically as a dean of students. We're very excited to have him here for this school year and to keep us continuing on the awesome trajectory that we had last year with starting of the dean position. So thank you, and come on up, Todd.
Well, I wrote up a little something here if you guys don't mind. Once again, my name is Todd Dishon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A little under the weather the last couple days, so I didn't want to shake anyone's hand, so sorry, Mike, but him and we see each other all the time, so so I apologize for not coming up there and greeting people and so forth. I wrote up something a little here. I'd like to express, first of all, my gratitude very much and appreciation for being accepted for this position. I'm definitely going to give it my all and everything that I have. I've had over 25 years of experience in education, 8 years as a language arts teacher in middle school, and then I worked in the Bob Steen Elementary for 1 year, and then I have been in Simpson Middle School for all the other years as admin, behavior coordinator, and then dean of students. Totally loved it. I did retire. I had my 5 years and bought the 5 years, and I retired to collect the pension. And I thought I was done until this opportunity arose, and I can't believe how excited I was walking into the building the other day here at Roseville Middle School, and just seeing many of the staff members that I do know, and the kids and so forth. It was just it brought a lot back. So I'm very excited, and I appreciate this very much for the opportunity. So thank you.
Welcome.
Excited too. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we will move on to the superintendent update.
All right, just a short update today. As we close out September, we have a lot of great and exciting things happening in all of our buildings, and I would just like to highlight one from each level. So I want to celebrate the fact that our elementary schools had a great watchdog kickoff last night. They had just over 50 dads in attendance, with 74 dads who signed up to volunteer. So not all of them were able to make it last night, but we have 74 dads already signed up to work a day at Park Lane and Meridian Elementary, which is amazing, and thank you for being there for our kids. At the middle school, we're thrilled to announce the launch of a new journalism club who has the aspiration to begin a school newspaper after school. So we look forward to them meeting and reading their first publication. And then at our high school, we are excited that our environmental science class, which is a brand new class this year, and then our engineering class, which has only been around for 2 years, are partnering together to use a Terra robot to measure heat around the school and outside. So they're partnering up the engineering class with the robot, the environmental science measuring heat around the building and outside, and they're doing some really great partnership work. So some really innovative, hands-on, great things happening in our schools, parents coming in to volunteer, and we're just so happy that we're kicking it off, and everybody is happy and learning at school. So thank you so much.
I love that. Thank you. All right, we are now going to have a motion to move into closed session for collective bargaining strategy. Can I get a motion, please?
I move that we enter into closed session pursuant to Michigan compiled law, section 15.268C, to discuss collective bargaining.
Okay, and I'm going to take roll call.
Yes.
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 Okay, great. We will move into closed session. Thanks, everyone.